In a quiet house on a leafy street lived a girl named Lyra. She had a violin named Echo and a book full of dragon stories. She dreamed of making Echo sing beautiful songs, but the daily practice of scales felt as dull and gray as a rainy afternoon. The dragon book was where the real adventure was. Her grandfather, Silas, found her sighing instead of practicing. "The dragon in your book didn't learn to fly in a day, little bird," he said, his voice warm like honey. "And your music won't fly without practice." Lyra just sighed again. "But practice is so boring." Silas's eyes twinkled. "Then let's make it an adventure. You love your dragons, and you need to practice. Why not let them help each other?" He picked up her book. "Here is the new rule. You can only read your book while you are practicing your scales." Lyra was curious. She propped the book open on her music stand. As her bow slid across the strings, up and down, her eyes flew across the page. The boring scales became the soundtrack to a night's journey through a whispering forest. Soon, the need to practice was tied to the want to read. The craving to know what happened next in the story was what made her pick up her violin. The music and the magic were bundled together, and practice was no longer a chore. "Now," said Silas one day, "it's time to join a flock." He took her to the town's youth orchestra. The big hall buzzed with energy. She saw older kids she admired, all laughing and tuning their instruments, getting ready to make music together. In the orchestra, practicing wasn't strange. It was what everyone did. It was the normal thing to do to be part of the group. Lyra wanted to play like the confident older kids, and she realized that daily practice was their shared secret. One afternoon, Lyra grumbled over a tricky new song. "I have to get this right." Silas smiled. "Try changing one word," he suggested. "Don't say I have to. Say, I get to. You get to learn how to bring this music to life." It was a tiny change that made a huge difference. "I get to wake up the notes. I get to tell a story with Echo." Practice was no longer a heavy weight she had to lift, but a special chance she was given. It was a privilege. At the end of your concert, Lyra played a solo. The notes soared through the hall, filled with the courage of knights and the magic of dragons. She had made her music fly, not by forcing it, but by finding a way to make her heart want to sing.